We've all felt it, that sluggish, foggy feeling that creeps in on a hot day. Most of us attribute it to the heat itself, but the reality is far more specific and, frankly, more controllable than you might think. The impact of rising temperatures goes far beyond simple physical discomfort or the need to sweat. It directly targets your cognitive machinery. When your body is working overtime to stay cool, it depletes resources, and even a mild level of dehydration, as little as 1 to 2%, can significantly impair your focus, memory, and decision-making abilities. Your brain, which is about 75% water, is exquisitely sensitive to these fluctuations. The common advice is simply to drink more water, but that's an incomplete and often ineffective strategy. True hydration, the kind that supports optimal brain function, is a delicate balance of fluid intake, electrolyte replenishment, and core body temperature regulation. Simply flooding your system with plain water can sometimes do more harm than good by diluting the essential minerals, sodium, potassium, magnesium, that your neurons rely on to fire correctly. These electrolytes are the electrical currency of your nervous system, and without them, communication between brain cells falters. It's not just about the volume, it's about the quality and composition of what you're consuming. In today's video, we're going to move beyond the simplistic advice and delve into the underlying mechanisms of hydration and cognitive performance. I'm going to lay out 5 science-backed, actionable protocols that you can implement immediately to protect your brain from the detrimental effects of heat. These aren't just tips, they are strategic tools designed to help you maintain mental clarity, focus, and sharpness, even when the temperature soars. We will cover everything from the precise timing of your fluid intake to simple yet powerful cooling techniques that directly support your nervous system. The very first thing you should do upon waking is not to reach for coffee, but to strategically rehydrate your system. Overnight, through respiration and passive perspiration, you lose a significant amount of water and electrolytes. Waking up in a dehydrated state immediately puts your brain at a cognitive disadvantage. To counteract this, we can use a simple but powerful protocol. Before any other food or drink, consume approximately 12 to 16 ounces of water mixed with a small amount of high-quality sea salt. About 1/8 of a teaspoon is sufficient. The sodium is critical here. It acts as a co-transporter, helping to pull water into your cells more efficiently than water alone. This morning cocktail isn't just about rehydration. It's about setting the stage for optimal neural function for the entire day. By adding a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, you not only improve the taste, but also add a small amount of potassium, another crucial electrolyte for nerve signaling. For those looking to optimize further, adding a few drops of a reputable trace mineral supplement can provide a broader spectrum of essential minerals like magnesium and chloride that are often depleted. This simple act takes less than a minute, but effectively kickstarts your cellular hydration, replenishes key electrolytes, and provides an immediate boost to your mental alertness before you've even had your first meal. Think of this morning routine as a non-negotiable biological appointment. You are essentially preloading your system with the foundational elements it needs to manage thermoregulation and cognitive load throughout the day. By starting with this targeted electrolyte solution, you shift your body from a state of deficit to one of readiness. This proactive approach ensures that your brain isn't starting the day playing catch-up, which is particularly crucial in hot weather, when the demands on your hydration status are going to be significantly higher. It's a foundational habit that pays dividends in focus and energy levels hours later. A common mistake people make, especially after intense exercise or spending time in the heat, is to chug large amounts of plain water. While intuitively this feels right, it can lead to a dangerous dilution of your body's electrolyte stores, a condition known as hyponatremia. When you sweat, you don't just lose water, you lose critical minerals, primarily sodium and potassium. The goal of rehydration should be to replace what was lost, in the correct proportions. Simply drinking water flushes your system, but it doesn't replenish the minerals your neurons and muscles need to function correctly. This is why you can drink copious amounts of water and still feel fatigued, foggy, or even experience muscle cramps. To properly replenish, you need to be mindful of both your fluid and mineral intake throughout the day, especially after periods of significant sweating. One effective strategy is to incorporate potassium-rich foods into your post-sweat meals or snacks. Foods like bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, and spinach are excellent sources. This food-first approach provides potassium in a highly bioavailable form, along with other beneficial nutrients. By pairing your water intake with these kinds of foods, you create a more complete rehydration environment within your body, supporting both cellular function and nerve transmission. Another often overlooked mineral crucial for both cognitive function and muscle relaxation is magnesium. While it's lost in smaller quantities through sweat compared to sodium and potassium, its role is no less important. A fantastic and often enjoyable way to replenish magnesium is through transdermal absorption. Taking a warm, not hot, Epsom salt or magnesium sulfate bath in the evening can be incredibly effective. This not only helps restore magnesium levels, but also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode, which aids in recovery and can significantly improve sleep quality, a critical component of cognitive performance. Just as the timing of light exposure or meals can powerfully influence your circadian rhythm, the timing of your fluid intake can be optimized to support your brain's natural energy cycles. Your cognitive function isn't constant throughout the day, it ebbs and flows. Research indicates that the brain is particularly vulnerable to the effects of dehydration during two specific windows: mid-morning, around 10 or 11 a.m., and mid-afternoon, around 2 or 3 p.m. These periods often coincide with natural dips in our alertness and are precisely when the cognitive cost of even mild dehydration becomes most pronounced. Therefore, you should be particularly deliberate about hydrating during these vulnerable windows. Instead of waiting until you feel thirsty, which is already a lagging indicator of dehydration, proactively consume a glass of water or an electrolyte drink during these key times. Think of it as providing your brain with fuel right before it's about to hit a predictable energy slump. By ensuring your hydration is optimal during the mid-morning and mid-afternoon, you can help mitigate that brain fog and sustain higher levels of focus and productivity. This is a simple scheduling hack that aligns your behavior with your underlying biology. This timed approach also helps you avoid another common pitfall: drinking large amounts of fluid too close to bedtime. While staying hydrated is important, excessive fluid intake in the hours before sleep can lead to nocturia, or waking up to urinate. This disrupts the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are essential for memory consolidation and clearing metabolic waste from the brain. By front-loading your hydration earlier in the day and being strategic about your intake during those midday peaks, you can meet your hydration needs without compromising the quality of your sleep, creating a virtuous cycle of good hydration and optimal cognitive function. Maintaining cognitive function in the heat isn't just an issue of internal hydration. It's also a matter of external thermoregulation. When your core body temperature rises, your body diverts significant resources, blood flow and energy, away from the brain, specifically the prefrontal cortex, towards the skin to facilitate cooling through sweat. This diversion of resources is a primary reason why your ability to think clearly, plan, and resist impulses degrades in hot environments. Therefore, actively helping your body cool down can free up those resources, allowing your brain to perform at a higher level. One of the most effective and rapid ways to cool your core body temperature is by targeting the so-called glabrous skin surfaces, the palms of your hands, the soles of your feet, and the upper parts of your face. These areas have a specialized vascular network that is exceptionally efficient at dissipating heat. Immersing your feet in a basin of cool water for just a few minutes can have a profound and rapid cooling effect on your entire system. Similarly, placing a cool compress or a chilled cloth on your neck or forehead can provide immediate relief and help lower your perceived and actual body temperature. Beyond these direct cooling methods, you can leverage your own physiology through specific breathing techniques. The physiological sigh, which involves 2 sharp inhales through the nose followed by a long, complete exhale through the mouth, is a powerful real-time tool for down-regulating the sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response. This breathing pattern, performed for just 1 to 3 cycles, can help reduce feelings of stress and agitation caused by heat, calming your mind and allowing for clearer thinking. Combining these external cooling rituals with calming breathwork creates a powerful synergy that supports brain function from both the outside in and the inside out. Hydration doesn't solely come from the liquids you drink. A significant portion of our fluid intake can and should come from the foods we eat. Water-rich foods offer a unique advantage. They provide hydration in a slow-release manner. The water is bound within the food's fibrous structure, meaning it's absorbed more gradually by your digestive system. This prevents the rapid flushing of electrolytes that can occur when you drink a large volume of plain water quickly. This slow-drip hydration is incredibly effective for maintaining stable fluid balance throughout the day. When selecting hydrating snacks, you should look for foods that are not only high in water content, but also rich in the key minerals we've discussed. Watermelon and cucumber are classic examples, being over 90% water and also providing electrolytes like potassium and magnesium. Berries, oranges, and celery are also excellent choices. These foods do double duty. They hydrate you while simultaneously replenishing the very minerals that water can sometimes dilute. This synergy is key to supporting optimal brain performance, as your neurons require both water and these minerals to function properly. Integrating these foods strategically into your day, particularly as snacks between meals, can be a game changer for staying sharp in the heat. Instead of reaching for a dry, processed snack that will require your body to expend water to digest it, opt for a bowl of chilled watermelon or some cucumber slices with a pinch of sea salt. This isn't just about quenching thirst. It's about making intelligent food choices that actively contribute to your cognitive resilience. By eating your water, you are creating a more robust and stable internal environment, buffering your brain against the dehydrating effects of a hot day. As we've explored today, managing your hydration in hot weather is far more nuanced than the simple mantra of drink more water. It's a strategic process that, when done correctly, serves as one of the most powerful tools at your disposal for maintaining mental clarity and peak cognitive function. The heat doesn't have to mean brain fog and fatigue. By understanding and implementing the right protocols, you can take direct control over your brain's performance, ensuring you stay sharp, focused, and resilient no matter how high the thermometer climbs. The key takeaway is to think of hydration as a system of interconnected variables. It's about balance, balancing pure water with essential electrolytes like sodium and potassium. It's about timing, aligning your fluid intake with your brain's natural energy troughs to preempt cognitive decline. It's about integrating supportive habits, from active cooling rituals that offload your body's thermoregulatory burden to choosing foods that hydrate you from the inside out. Each of these 5 protocols works in concert with the others to create a robust defense against the mental toll of heat. So, I encourage you to move beyond passive hydration and start actively managing your internal environment. Test these protocols, pay attention to how you feel, and adapt them to your unique physiology and lifestyle. The power to maintain your mental edge during the hottest months of the year is entirely within your control. It's not about brute force, it's about precision and biological intelligence. Stay sharp this summer. Hydrate smarter, not just harder.